Good day everyone, I'm Hurley Bar of Reviews here, back at it again with my review for the Tanch Gym Fusion. This is currently the, this is currently the newest or the latest IEM from Tanch Gym. Okay, but before I proceed, I'd like to thank Tanch Gym for sending this unit to me in an exchange for a very honest and transparent review. Rest assured that all of my reviews are honest and transparent to the core, like I always do, for the benefit of everybody, of course, including me. Since again, I won't be editing this extensively, since recording videos or recording video reviews isn't really my forte. I prefer writing my reviews, and at the same time, English isn't really my native language. So for any future slash possible grammatical errors or grammatical construction errors, my apologies to that one. I am still learning English as a spoken language since I usually write in English form. Okay, so I am, first things first, I am very grateful that Tanch Gym finally noticed me, uh, re- that they sent me an IEM or a product to review. I have been emailing them for like years now, since I do prefer generally their house sound signature and their aesthetics as well, but mostly about its sound signature. I really prefer the sound signature of Tanjim IMs in general. And they have been one of my daily drivers for the past years, as someone who is in the hobby for nearly a decade. I really prefer their neutral vocal forward-ish type of sound. I just prefer that type of sound. I have reviewed Dance Gym 1, Dance Gym 0. I have auditioned a couple of dance gyms here and there, like for example, the Origin, the Kara, the Oxygen, yes, the Cult Classic Origin, and the Hana. Yes, I have auditioned the Hana as well years ago. So I do have a pretty, what do you call this? I do have a pretty solid experience, or yeah, experience with Tanshin products. So what I have here apparently is their latest and probably their most competitive IM yet, which I will discuss later on. Okay. So Tanch Gym, here's the packaging of the Tanch Gym Vision. As you can see, yes, I also owned and reviewed the Tanch Gym for you. And apparently the Vision shares the same silhouette with the Tanch Gym Vision and the Tanch Gym Bunny, which is a very long due review, but I will be releasing it really soon. It is in one of my backlogs, and it's just that um, I put it in the last portion or in the late portion of my backlog queue, but I have already finished the review on that one months ago, so my apologies to that one. Okay, so here is the Tanjim Vision, and it, on the surface, it kind of looks like the Tanjim for you. So yeah, it has the same silhouette as you can see here, but with a different color. So that's a good thing. And yes, it also has a different finish, which I will tackle later on. So as you can see here, it is in dual magnetic dynamic driver Tech 5, or the DMT5. To give you an idea, the Tanjim for you is in DMT4. So it is in fourth generation of Tanjim's driver. While the DMT5, from what I know, only exists aside from the fusion at the Tanjim Origin, or inside that Tanjim Origin. The Tanjim Origin uses the MT5, which was I believe which was released or premiered with the Tanjim Origin years ago. So yeah, here we are in 2025, and we now have the DMT5 with the fusion. Okay, and yes, again, the Tanjim Fusion costs around 120 to 130 dollars by the time that I record this video. So it is around 150 US dollars, which apparently right now is a very highly competitive, yes, I'd call it highly competitive price range for IEMs and audio products in general, in my opinion. Okay, so, I'll discuss it later on. And as you can see, it also has the interchangeable catheter, or the interchangeable filters, to put it that way. Unlike the Tanjim for you, from what I remember, the Tanjim Vision has an interchangeable filters. As you can see, the interchangeable nozzle filters. And at the same time, it also exhibits the tuning dial, which also exists in the Tanchim for you. So this IM right out of the bat is very, very customizable. It is you can literally configure this into multiple combinations or configurations to suit your liking. Okay, which I will discuss later on as well. As you can see, here's the FR graph of the Tanchim for you. I usually don't read FR graphs, but it is quite familiar since only if you are into the Tanchim's house sound. And here are some specifications. As you can see, the MT5, the they call this, the impedance is 16 ohms and the sensitivity is 126 decibels. But based on my experience, all Tanchim products benefit from a fairly powerful source, and preferably in 4.4 connection, which again I will explain later on. Okay, so as you can see, if you're familiar with Tanchim products, there isn't really new here in terms of the packaging. It is still elegant, probably one of the best experience in terms of packaging that you can or one can experience under 150 US dollars. Tanchim has been always like this when it comes to their presentation and packaging. So in my opinion, it is well done, beautifully well done. Some might say that I am a bias on this one, but if you can, like, if you can squeeze the overall excellent packaging and presentation for the asking price, why won't you, right? But yeah, we are, as you can see, that's the box. Okay, so here is the accessories that the Tanchim Vision comes with. So you can see, it is quite modest in my opinion, or it is quite normal in terms of the inclusions or accessories included here with the Vision. So you can see, you get these, what they call this pouch. Yes, this time instead of the felt finish that you'll see or feel or experience with the Tanchim for you, this one has a sort of a, I do believe this is waterproof. Yeah, I do believe this is a waterproof pouch or a waterproof material compared to that. So yeah, that's a good thing, but again, it eliminates the capability of this pouch to be a cleaning cloth for the Tanchim Vision. So but it doesn't really bother me that much. If I can, technically, if you can buy an audio product, you can also buy a microfiber slash cleaning cloth. It literally costs $1 or $2. So there's that. Okay, you'll also get a set of, as you can see, a set of nozzle filters here. So yeah, Tanchim really marketed this as a very versatile, or yeah, very an IM with multiple configurations or combinations. So there's that. Yes, it also exhibited this one, a modular. Yes, this is a modular plugs. This one is in 3.5, and yes, this one is in DSP. So yeah, literally Tanchim made this jam packed in my opinion, which in my opinion, it is also well implemented as well. Okay, I'll discuss that later on. And as you can see, here is the here's the tuning screwdriver. Yeah, I'd call it tuning screwdriver for you to tune the Tanchim for you with this tuning dial. So if you have, or if you already had an experience with the Tanchim for you, this isn't really new to you. But the one thing that I remember, I believe, is this time it has the Tanchim branding on it, while the one that I had before doesn't have, as far as I remember. So yeah, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong on that one. Okay, and this one also, yeah, the usual stock ear tips that Tanchim products usually have. As you can see, they quite do the job, but on some cases or on some ears they have some fit issues, which I will discuss right now. Okay, so overall the accessories in this one is quite modest and what I would expect from a Tanchim product in 2025. However, if I were to nitpick, since again we're dealing with a sub 150 US dollars IEM, Tanch Gym could have done the treatment that they had with the Tanch Gym Kara, wherein they included a hard case for this one. They could have included a hard case for this one, even in gray color if that exists, or probably their usual white color, but or even a color coded champagne gold, I believe. Yeah, champagne gold version of the Tanch Gym Vision, or for the case on this one. It would be a really nice treat for everyone. Also, if I were to nitpick, I would also love that Tanch Gym could have improved their ear tips, because to my ears, it really affects the isolation mostly for the Tanch Gym Vision, which is, I know it is quite subjective, but I will discuss that later on as well. Oh, and by the way, the one that I am reviewing here, the Vision that I am reviewing here, is the global or the Starlight version, from what I remember on the product description, because apparently there are two sets or two variants of Tanch Gym Vision that you can see or apparently purchase online if you have the chance. There's a version um, that is in black, totally black colorway, black and white, or black and orange colorway, or black and silver colorway. I kind of forgot that specific color, but I'll just flash it in the, what do you call this? I'll just flash it in the video right here. So there's that. I do believe they have different sound signatures as well. So yeah, you do need to keep an eye on that if you're planning to chase or to pursue that colorway as well. So there's that. Okay, and here is the IEMS itself. So you can see it is still elegant. It is beautifully made, and yes, it is made of metal. While this fingerprint magnet logo of the Tanch Gym has a glass. Yes, you can see the fingerprints on that one. Has a, what do you call this? It has a glass layer on top of it. So yeah, it adds premium to the overall build, as you can see here. It is beautifully done. In my opinion, it is beautifully done when compared to the Tanch Gym for You, because the Tanch Gym for You, from what I remember, does not have this coated metal, what do you call this coated metal housing. It is literally just bare metal. So yeah, it isn't that smooth when you touch the portion of that one with the For You, from what I remember. Okay, and as you can see here, there's the tuning switch there with the usual arrows, and here's the cable. The cable is pretty nice. I do like thin cables like this one, but if I were to nitpick, actually I can't nitpick of anything. Oh yeah, I'll be nitpicking this one, because most products that exist today with modular cables, or most IEMs that exist today with modular cables, have a lock here. Duno calls it Q lock, others call it just modular lock or something like that. So Tanch Gym could have improved that by also including a lock here for added durability to the cable and to the modular plugs as well. And as you can see, I am using it in 4.4 in 4.4 termination, or yeah, in 4.4 plugs. Okay, so let's do first the fit and comfort. The fit and comfort of this one is okay to my ears. Do take note that my ears are on the larger side of the spectrum. It is very comfortable. Actually, there are times that it felt like I am wearing nothing. So yeah, that's really a good thing, and I can confidently say that this will fit even those set of ears that are on the smaller side of the spectrum. But if I were to nitpick, to my ears, it doesn't really isolate that much. The included ear tips do not really isolate that much, but at the same time, it exhibits a good seal. It exhibits a perfect seal to my ears. I never find that the bass on this one is lacking, in my opinion, as for a Tanch Gym ish neutral ish set, which I will discuss later on. But at the same time, I do believe that it could be better. Okay, the isolation and the seal on this one could be better if they improve or they change the ear tips included here with the Tanch Gym Vision. Maybe it's a subjective thing. Maybe it's a nitpick or a subjective thing. But yeah, you can still use your aftermarket ear tips with this one, because the included ear tips on this one do not really, what do you call this, it doesn't really affect negatively the overall sound of the Vision, which is a good thing. Yeah, this really fitted me well. I had no problems with this one. Okay. Okay. Now, as for the drivability of the Tanshim Vision, it is pretty much like any other Tanshim IEMs, except for the Tanshim Tanya, of course. If you have experienced Tanshim products, sure, you can fairly easy drive this without any problems on your laptop, or probably on your I don't know, your DD Hi-Fi TC35M2, or a low-powered USB DAC, or probably an Apple dongle. But using it in 4.4 connection, balanced connection, or probably pairing it with a fairly powerful source, like for example, the Tanch Space, Tanchim's own USB DAC, or probably the DT Hi-Fi TC44 Pro Mark III, or the Sonic Memory. Yes, I do have a Sonic Memory SA500. It is very noticeable that the Tanchim Vision in 4.4 balance connection is far better in terms of its overall sound. The overall sound is more dynamic. At the same time, I do feel and listen that the dynamic driver in this one moves, if I'm making sense, it moves more easily when compared to using it with a usual single-ended 3.5 millimeter source. It could be a placebo, but that's just my experience. I don't do snake oil stuff. You can pretty much use any 4.4 balance cable that you want with the Tanshim Vision, or look no further and just use the stock cable in this one, and you'll have no problem. So there's that. My only concern is, if you can use it in 4.4 balanced connection, please do, because it really opens up the true potential of the Tanshim Vision, in my opinion. Okay. Okay, before we proceed to the review on this one, or to the overall review of this one, I would like to take note that I will be reviewing the Tanshim Vision first with the with the pre-installed, as you can see, with the pre-installed, what do you call this, with the pre-installed nozzle here, which I believe is the S nozzle, or the stainless steel nozzle, as what they call. Then I will compare this with the, what do you call this, I will compare this with the nozzles, spare nozzles included here. Okay. Okay, so what is the overall sound, or what, in a nutshell, what is the sound of the Tanshim Vision? Well, the Tanshim Vision, as most Tanshim IEMs are, is a vocal forward, neutral sounding IEM, which will definitely favor those people who prefers their vocals sweet, their vocals forward, and their vocals a bit real, if you may, or if I were to put it that way. Yeah, the over it still remains faithful to the Tanship house sound, wherein the vocals are the outmost priority of, or the outmost highlight or spotlight of the Tanshim IEMs, without any significant compromises on the overall sound signature, as long as you know your preferences, right? Okay. Okay, now as for the bass on this one is quite modest. It is definitely, what do you call this, it is definitely not a bass head's dream, but I would like to commend Tanshim, because the bass on this one is quite detailed. It is quite textured. It is quite layered. Yes, it is mid bass focused most of the time, but sorry, it is mid bass focused sometimes, but most of the time it is quite balanced in terms of the overall elevation of the sub bass and mid bass. The attack and decay on this one is a bit on the faster side of the spectrum, but not up to the point that I'd call it sharp in terms of decay. So you'll still get a sense of naturalness, if that's a term, if that's not a placebo term to it. As most Tanjim IEMs, this is what I expected that the Vision will exhibit, since it this nearly has the base quality that the Tanjim Origin has. However, this one is a bit cleaner and definitely a bit better for its price. here's the spoiler. The Tanjim Fusion is basically 90% of the Tanjim origin, in my humble opinion, and based on my experience. Okay, okay. Now, as for the mids on this one is definitely clear. It is colored, but I wouldn't call it really colored compared to the sets that I have reviewed recently. It is more on the usual Tanjim side of things, wherein they make the vocals forward, airy, and more of on the realist side, but at the same time they don't color it that much, so it exhibits a sense of realism or naturalness to it, if I am making sense. So don't expect too much warmth on this one, while it exhibits a tinge of warmth to the overall sound, but it is well done. It is in the cleanest form possible. So yeah, I again don't expect any thick, any luscious, any lush, any what do you call this, any meaty mids on this one. And I will explain that later on with the DSP function as well. So there's that. Okay, so lower mids on this one doesn't have the warmth or the thickness that you usually see on most IMs within the Harman or the usual neutral with sub bass boost target. So yeah, again, you won't be expecting any luscious mids here. You might experience some delightful mids here, but not luscious or thick. And if again I am making sense, upper mids on this one, it is beautifully done, as most Tanshima IEMs are. I had no problems with the upper mids. I don't find it sibilant, harsh, or peaky at all. Even on the filters that it came with, it never sounded too peaky or too bright at all, in my humble opinion. I can safely recommend this to anyone with a pair of sensitive ears, but at the same time, please do take note that if you are not accustomed to neutral or to borderline bright sound signatures, you may find the Tanjim Fusion a bit dry, or a bit what do you call this, a bit sterile. So there's that. Okay, now as for the treble in this one is well extended, but not as forward when compared to the upper mids. So it sits back slightly, but at the same time, I wouldn't call it subdued, recessed, or dark at all. It is far from dark. If I am being real, the level of presence of the treble is as the same when you compared it to the Tanjim Fusion's bass side by side. So I had no problems on that one. Okay, detail retrieval on this one is above average for an IEM under 200 US dollars, but it is definitely one of the best that I have heard within this price range. Details, micro nuances, micro details have no problem showing on the Tanshim Fusion. So yeah, you won't be having any problems on this one, while keeping its treble quite safe and very palatable, even again to those people that have sensitive ears to boosted upper frequencies. Okay, okay. Now as for the technical chops, this is the second part where Tanch Gym Fusion fits in my list of favorites when it comes to the IMs and their qualities. The technical chops on this one is really good. It is by far above average at most, or yeah, most of the time. I can even call it excellent, if I may, but I have heard something more technical focus on this one, which is apparently on the $265 bracket. So yeah, it is quite unfair, but if you're looking for an IEM under 200 USD that has slash exhibits an excellent technical chops, the Tanjim Fusion will be one of the best that you can consider. Okay, so the sound stage on this one is quite wide. Yes, definitely it is wide, it is airy, but with a good amount of height and depth. So I had no problems with this one. There are times that it sounded more immersive than the usual, which is a good thing to most people, including me, who prefers a holographic soundstage response. Separation and layering here has no problems as well. It is very sharp, it is incisive, it is very clean, even on what do you call this, even on poorly mastered tracks actually, or even on heavy slash busy passages, I had no problems with this one. Imaging is as precise as it can be. I had no problems with this one as well. So yeah, overall the technical chops on this one are delightful. To take it from me as someone who prefers technical chops over everything, or prioritizes technical chops over everything at least. Okay, so now I'll give you a quick rundown here with the what do you call this, with the tuning dials, or the dial switch here with the Tangent Vision. To give you an idea, the dial switch here in the Tangent Vision is on by default is facing here on the left side when you are in the right IEM or right earpiece. So the more you what do you call this, the more you the more you turn this up here to the monitoring mode, as you can see, the indicators as well are gets a bit thinner. Okay, so that is also an implication that the more you dial this down, the bass also gets dialed down. But this time, in my opinion, the Tangent Vision done it in a very tasteful way when compared to the Tangent for You. The Tangent for You, to give you an idea, when dialed down to the monitoring mode, it is very unnatural. It is dry, it is sterile, it literally has no bass. While this one being dialed on the monitoring mode, it still has bass. Then by dialing the Tangent for You again to the default configuration, the sound becomes more V-shaped because the what do you call this? The bass on the Tangent for You when compared to the Vision isn't really tastefully done in my opinion. So yeah, the Vision on the Vision with its tuning dials is quite refined in my opinion in terms of the quality of the bass that you can get with the Vision. Okay, so we'll now switch to the, what do you call this? To the tuning nozzles here, as you can see. So we'll go with the yellow ones first. The yellow ones first, the yellow ones is the C filter. Yes, you'll see a lettering C on this one. Yes, you can see. The C filter, I do believe it stands for the copper filter, but essentially the sound gets a bit warmer and the overall upper frequencies gets toned down when you use the copper filter here with the Tangent Vision. It will be most beneficial to those people who prefer a neutral, warmish type of sound. But do take note that these nozzles do not really exhibit a night and day difference when compared to the stainless steel nozzle. So there's that. Yes, there is a difference, but I wouldn't call it a night and day. Okay, now as for the T filter, or what I would call this as titanium filter, when you put this on, the overall sound becomes a bit more neutral, borderline bright. It tames down the bass a little bit, for it gets, the bass literally gets punchier and quicker in attack and decay. The vocals and the upper mids or the upper frequencies on this one is now a bit forward, exhibiting an extra amount of air, clarity. Even the technical chops is greatly affected on this one. However, most people or some people may call this borderline bright to their liking. Okay, so you win some, you lose some when it comes to the overall overall nozzles of the Tangent Vision. But personally, to me, it is a win-win because I treat these nozzles as spare nozzles whenever the nozzle or the pre-installed nozzle of the Tangent products here with the Vision might break one day. So I'll just have the spare with me. Okay. Now we'll now proceed to the to the app version. Yes, apparently the Tangent Vision or the Tangent products now has an app that you can download. Sadly, it doesn't exist in Google Play Store, but they are thoughtful enough that they included a, what do you call this, a QR code for you to scan and download the Tangent app for you to control the supposed DSP plugin with the Tangent Vision. So apparently, as of now, you can download it in Android and in iOS. And also, if you have like Bilibili, Douyin, yeah, you can also download it there too as well. So yeah, currently this phone that I am recording with has the Tanchgym app, because apparently this is also my DAP. So there's that. I can show you real time on what it looks like, but at the same time you can literally download it for free and you check it out for yourself. But I will flash a screenshot here wherein the Tanchgym app paired with the DSP plugin opens a new different sound. Yes, apparently this one has more noticeable sound difference when compared to the Tanchgym Vision in analog mode, or what I would call it in, yes, in 4.4 balance mode or 3.5. So when used with the Tanchgym DSP, yes, this is the DSP plug here with the Vision, the the Tanchgym app gives you 5 different presets of EQs. However, you can also customize your own EQ to your liking on the app as well, which is a nice touch. But yeah, apparently Tanchgym has 5 official presets or EQs for the Tanchgym Vision. The Okay, I'll read my notes here. So it has what? Sorry, it has a it has a 5 DSP EQ presets. The the profiles, yes, the profile seems to exhibit a character wherein the bass response is more present and elevated. Yes, apparently most presets here with the Tanchrim Fusion on the app exhibits more bass. It exhibits more thickness. So yeah, the overall sound will be a bit more bassier, but at the same time I wouldn't call it in the basshead territory or basshead level. But yeah, that holds true that if you want something bassy out of your Tanchgym Fusion, you can just use the DSP plug when using the Tanchgym Fusion, because it has a literal night and day sound difference when compared to the Tanchgym Fusion being used with the analog connection. So, and yeah, I have to commend Tanchgym on that one for catering a wider variety of people. And this goes to show that they can literally flex their drivers with this one, because apparently it is very responsive to EQ as well. I don't really EQ that much, so I stick with what the official Tanchgym app has. So yeah, I have observed them for a very lengthy amount of time just to compare. But here's a quick rundown on these DSP presets. Okay, so the default profile, or the first profile that you'll encounter with the DSP, it will make the overall sound U-shaped. So um, both bass and treble will definitely have a more elevated response on this one. But it is tastefully done, because I did not find it bright or anything like that, not at all. So there's that. Okay, the natural sound profile retains the U shape, yes, but it adds a bit of a more character to it. So it adds that meta character to it, if you may. It adds that sub bass elevation, but tastefully done, but not to the point that it is borderline bad. So yeah, the natural in this one is probably almost the same as what you would see with the Fusion, with the default tuning switch set with. Okay, okay, the balance sound profile makes the overall, literally it makes the overall sound balance with the more um with the more thickness, and the vocal seems to still sound forward as well. So it is literally dance gym but thicker and balanced. Okay, okay, so the next one would be the popular sound profile, and yes, it still retains that balanced character, but at the same time this has the most base quantity and quality that I have come across with the Tanchgym Fusion. Okay, in return, the vocals on this one recessed a bit, but it isn't really that far. I wouldn't call it drowned or anything like that. Okay, and lastly, the musical profile, it sounds more V-shaped to my ears. Both treble and bass are a bit more elevated, and yeah, it is both exhibits the same equal of elevation. So there's that. Okay, so if you want something that has a bass or an additional bass, but you still want the fusion, you may want to check their app, which again can be accessed through their website, or probably you can scan the QR code in this video if that really helps you. Okay, Okay, so where should we compare this Tanchdim Fission? First things first, we'll compare this with the 1DD IEMs that I have reviewed recently. Like for example, the Heidi Smart 12 Tourist. When compared, literally the Heidi Smart 12 Tourist has more holographic, immersive soundstage. That's for sure. It also has that thickness to it. It also has that lushness, that overall body of a warm sounding IAM could have. But at the same time, the fission, what they call it, the fission edges out the Heidi Smart Tourist in the technical department, because the overall decay, the attack on decay on this one is a bit sharper and a bit more clean, precise, and well put and well placed when compared to the what they call this, to the Heidi Smart Tourist. So yeah, in terms of bang for the buck or value for money, definitely the Tanjim Fission wins this. Unless if you manage to buy the Heidi Smart of Tourists in their Kickstarter campaign, which will put this in the same price range as what the Tanjim Fission can do. But at the same time, if Tanjim Fission already does this for its asking price, then definitely I can confidently say that they can that these can go toe to toe with the more pricier sets, probably within 200 USD or more. Okay, now for the next one, I'll compare this. I'll compare this with the, what do you call this? I'll compare this with the Heidi's. With the Twistura Wood Note, which I have reviewed recently. When compared, the Twistura Wood Note is definitely the thicker, the more natural, the more mature sound character between the two sets, because that one has a more rich, has a more I wouldn't call it scrumptious, that's bad. Thick, yes, it's rich, thick, and definitely doesn't have any specific peaks or harshness to it. Yeah, even the vocals on that one, even on vocal enhanced, isn't as forward when compared here with the Vision. So if you're into a thicker, just balanced sounding set that just gets the job done, but at the same time it does it perfectly for a consumer's perspective, the Textura Wood Note is still a good thing to consider. While the Tangerine Fusion here is uh, very, what do you call this? I'd call this very sharp and attacks and decays and very clean, prim and proper, which I really like. Okay, so for the wild card, yes, I will compare this with a wild card, and I haven't, what do you call this? I haven't I haven't posted my review on this one, but yeah, I've been doing some A-Bing on this one for the past couple of days, so I'll compare this with the Kefine Quatio, which is one of my favorite IMs by far in today's market. Okay, when compared to the Kefine Quatio, the Quatio is a more neutral, yes, it is a neutral sounding IM with a noticeable bass boost. Both sets exhibit excellent technical performance, excellent tonal performance as well. It's but they do what makes them different from each other is their leaning towards width. Since the Kefine Quattro leans more on a warmer, thicker approach, the Fission leans more on the neutral, vocal forward, more technical, incisive approach to it, which is quite ironic if you think about it, because the Kefine Quattro is a hybrid IM, while this one is a 1DD IM. So they are going toe to toe in terms of value for money. Probably they are the two best IEMs that I can recommend under $200 as of today. When compared to the overall customization, configuration, the Tanjim Fusion edges out the Kefine Quattro, because the Tanjim Fusion offers 12 configurations with the Fusion, while the Quattro offers like 6 configurations. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, since there is only a one configuration in each IM that you will use for the rest of your life, in my opinion. Okay, so yeah, for if you prefer a more forward, if you prefer a more forward vocal response, the Fusion is for you, that's for sure. It is easy to drive, but really scales well with Source as well. So yeah, that's a good thing. But if you prefer something a bit more slightly on the premium side of things. Yes, apparently the Quattro is a bit more premium in feel and in fit and comfort when compared to the Vision. The Vision is for you. At the same time, both IMs are very versatile and does not seem to lack on any excellence or performance within each other. So that's a good thing. Okay? Yeah, if you prefer something more traditional when it comes to the on how a dynamic driver works, well, definitely the Vision is for you. But if you prefer something no that has a very minimalist yet no frills yet probably one of the best IMs under 150 USD along with the Vision, then get the Kefine Quattro. Okay, now I'll switch to the Tagalog version to do a quick rundown of the Tanshim Vision on this one. Okay, so bali itong si Tanshim Vision is around 6,000 pesos or under 7,000 pesos by the time na nag-record ako ng video na to. Tapatin ko na kayo, literally this 90% ng tunog ng Tanshim Vision is kapareho ng Tanshim Origin. Yes, for the price of halos ilang libo din yung matitipid mo, may tunog Tanshim Vision ka na. Pero explain ko yung differences nila maya-maya sa English review. Pero yun nga mahalaga. Yung tunog nito neutral na may pagka-forward ang vocals. So, ayun, kung mahilig ka sa vocals, definitely maganda tong Tanshim Vision. Literal para sa'yo to. Wala akong maipintas dito as long as na alam mo yung preferences mo talaga. If trip mo neutral, if trip mo forward yung vocals, solid tong Tanshim Vision. Even sa technical performance, napaka-solid talaga nito. Wala akong naging problema dito. Pero syempre, yung Tanshim Vision, hindi siya objectively perfect para sa akin. Since ayun nga, nagawa nila sa Tanshim Kara na yung case nito, hard case dito nawala, naging pouch. Yung yung isolation dito, siguro dahil dito sa ear tips na to, medyo may problema para sa akin yung isolation, pero maganda naman yung pagkakasil. Ano pa ba? Yung nozzles na kasama niya, parang hindi naman night and day ang difference, and yung sa DSP5 may parang difference talaga. Pero ayun nga, mas marami yung pros kesa sa cons, literally, netong Tanshim Vision. Definitely, kaya kong i-recommend to kahit kanino as long as na gusto mo ng forward na vocals. If I were not to review the if hindi ko yung mai-review tong Tanshim Vision and like literally consumer lang ako, bibiling ko pa rin to as long as na marinig ko siya in person kasi maganda talaga yung tunog niya for a neutral sounding set. Probably one of the best na IEMs na mai-recommend ko, actually one of 3 or one of 2 IEMs na mai-recommend ko under 200 USD. So, solid, napaka-solid talaga ng Tanshim Vision on that one. Okay, so, again, babalik na ako sa English portion ng review para i-compare naman to sa Tanshim Origin. Okay? So, lastly, we'll compare this with the Tanshim Origin. Both exhibits the same drivers, but the Tanshim Origin is definitely on the older side of the context when it comes to the Chi-Fi market. So, yeah, by far, in no BS or no glazing or hype aside, the Tanshim Vision is literally the 90% of the Tanshim Origin with more refined qualities when compared to the Tanshim Origin. Since to give you an idea, the Tanshim Origin is a bit more warmer. Yes, it is still neutral, but it is a bit more warmer, and the vocals are more forward, up to the point that there are times that it can affect the technical chops. The separation and layering is definitely more refined, more incisive, more clean here with the Tanshim Vision when compared to the Tanshim Origin. Even the vocals as well, it is beautifully done, it is well placed. I did not find it sounding nasal or shrieky or anything like that. It does everything good for cheaper. Yes, it is cheaper than the what do you call this? It is cheaper than the Tanshim Origin. Apparently, you can also buy the Tanshim Vision with their newest dongle, which is the Tanshim Luna, for the price of the Tanshim Origin. You'll just add a little bit of $20 to it. from what I remember. Okay, so there's that. If here's my verdict: if you are planning to buy the Tanshim Origin but you want something cheaper and a bit smaller in the ears as well, definitely the Fission is the current. Yes, it is the current alternative to that. So we won't get we shouldn't look too far for that one. But on its own, the Tanshim Fission to me personally is one of the best IEMs that I can recommend to everyone under 200 USD. As long as you prefer as long as you know your preferences, like for example a neutral vocal forward sound signature, an excellent technical chops here and there, as long as you know your preferences or you play your preferences right, the Tanshim Fission will be your outmost or your top or my top recommendation for you under $200. So definitely Tanch Gym, you did really well this time. Probably you may, I don't know, hopefully not. You may you may cannibalize your future products with this Fission because the Fission here is undeniably good. Yeah, again, easy 5 stars to me under for an IEMs under 200 USD. So there's that. Okay, and now that ends my review for the Tanshim Fission. Again, I'd like to thank Tanshim for sending this unit to me in an exchange for a very honest and transparent review. Rest assured that all of my reviews are honest and transparent to the core like I always do, for the benefit of everybody, of course, including me. Since again, and again, I won't be editing this extensively. I prefer writing reviews, not video recording them. So please do bear with me. Okay? Okay. Now, as for the backlogs, there are still a lot of backlogs. Again, the Dune Vulcan 2 arrived recently. The ND Pulse, which is apparently a budget TWS, arrived here recently as well. And there are also other sets upcoming. Hopefully, you're still there to check my reviews in the near future. And thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate you. And see you on the next one. Isa pa?